Hello, viewers and listeners, wherever you are. This is More TV, and in More TV, you're going to have the Chit Chat interview. My name is Mohammed Saha, and with me here, we are joined with the organization known as Serenity of Souls, and I'm going to give a brief introduction about this organization that I'm joined with today here. And this organization is meant to key the point when it comes to matters to deal with mental health. And today here, I'm joined by their founder, co-founder and the secretary general of this organization. To start with the far end, on my right, I have with me is Suad Abdel Nasir. She is the founder and the director of this organization known as SOS, together joined by Abdurrahman, the secretary general, a very passionate individual here, the mastermind. And this guy is also a student at the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic. And here with me here, I have the co-founder, also known as Ryan. Ryan here is a very passionate also individual in this organization, and she will also tell us more about herself together with the founder, how this organization known as SOS started. Welcome, guys. You're going to give the brief history about the SOS, starting from my far end side.
Okay, as introduced, my name is Suad Abdel Nasir, the founder and director of Serenity of Soul, a student pursuing counseling psychology in Technical University of Mombasa, be a counselor, mentor, and family motivational speaker. Thank you.
Here with me is Abdurrahman Omar, a passionate student pursuing diploma in electrical engineering at the Kenya Coast National Polytechnic and the Secretary General of Serenity of Soul.
And I'm Ryan Khalifa, also a student pursuing counseling psychology too, mental health advocate, and a passionate advocate, I would say, on the field of mental health, on the field of guiding. Yeah.
Well, then I'm sat with individuals that are very helpful and they're mega minds in terms of knowledge. And also in terms of knowledge, I believe that knowledge is power. And here we're going to learn together from the start till the end. So I will start from the founder or the co-founder can give a brief history about this organization and how it started from the scratch until today. You guys had decided and come up with this name of this organization, the Serenity of Souls.
Okay, so since I was in high school, I was passionate about mental health, and this is due to my personal experiences of what I was going through, my surrounding, at school, at home, seeing these people being affected by mental health, then having stereotypes in the community and society that mental health does not exist, it's just maybe a spirit or some sort of. So I grew up seeing how these issues could affect them and having empathy in me. I wanted to come up with something so that I can save the world from these issues and save the world from committing the suicide that we have seen going in this world. We came up with the Serenity of Soul, and it was first as a project.
Yes,
then
yes.
We registered it as an organization, and it's an organization. Yeah.
So it's a licensed organization that is ready. That is ready to serve the community.
Definitely.
Very well. What about you, the SG? Give us something small about SOS or what you know about this organization.
I think SOS, I could say, it's a youth organization.
Yes.
That is a very key point that I usually proud of because nowadays, we have many issues affecting the youth. Probably mental health being one of the most problems that youth are being affected with. So this is a youth-led organization. The idea was first born on August last year, 2024. And at this point, as said, we are a registered organization that are ready to create an impact in the community.
Okay, so SOS, as you guys are the head of SOS, and no matter how many guys you are, but I believe that the ones who are here are the head of SOS. And with that said, I would like to start up with the first punching question, and that is, it comes from, why do you think it's important for the youth out there to know about SOS? Oh, the co-founder, okay.
Okay. Why is this important? I would say that mental health is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about how you drive, you know.
Yeah.
So it is very important for the youth, not only the youth actually, because we all have brains, so we all have a mental health to protect and take care of. So it is very crucial for everyone to know about mental health, about SOS, because it's about them knowing and reaching out, them having the willingness to learn more about mental health and
Sure.
allowing themselves to get rid of the stigma that we're fed in the community. So that's the very, very main point I would say.
Give us something small, Swad. How about you? What do you think? And what do you suggest when it comes to the youth knowing that I really need to engage with SOS? I really need to know SOS.
So in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it is easy to get overwhelmed, to get tired.
Yeah, true.
And sometimes just a little stress can make you have mental health challenges because it spikes days by days. So it is very key for you as a youth or as a person to know how to drive your mental health because it is a fundamental. Your brain is an engine of your body. So yes.
I believe my brain is my engine. So with the SOS, I believe I'm heading forward to because I'm inspired. So if I can just say this for a brief amount of a short, what if there's someone out there saying that I really need to join SOS, but how can I start? How can I go about joining SOS? How can I find or where can I find SOS so that I can be assisted in terms of maybe mental health? Or you can also give some of the things you guys can serve the community apart from mental health.
Okay, if one is passionate and is also facing a problem related about mental health, we are found in our pages on Instagram. Yeah, you can find us LinkedIn. You can also find us through. You can link us through your number so that they can reach out to us and then we'll be able to help where possible. Also, apart from mental health, we are also willing to serve, and because our main key thematic area is mental health. But then we also have another two, which are youth empowerment and gender equality. So we can also serve people in regards to youth empowerment and gender equality as also a key thematic area.
So SOS, that question was well answered, and the people out here can really get assistance from this organization in terms of, you said, mental health together with gender equality and youth empowerment too for the youth that are upcoming in Mombasa and also worldwide too as well, or in Kenya too as well. So again, this is a journey, like we've just said. And in any journey, there must be challenges. And in any journey, there must be something that you guys can remark and say, we achieved this. Or something that you guys can say that this one wasn't easy to tackle, but eventually SOS tackled. What can you guys say about that? Just to tell the audience or what happened in between since you guys really started to kick off about this organization, that is Serenity of Souls.
From my side, I would point out the challenges that we've had since it was born and established. It's very hard to get volunteers in our today's generation.
Yeah, very
and
true.
to be able to impact our programs, we need people who are willing because no man is an island.
Yeah,
So
true.
the main challenge that we've faced so far is volunteers who would give posters, who would have links set, but then approximately maybe 2 to 3 would show up. So that's the main challenge. Apart from that, we have the challenge for resources. So far, we've only been able to impact through, let's say, live webinars and also having school programs. But then I believe that if we had many resources like that could enable us to reach out to a larger audience, then of course, so I would say those two challenges is what we face.
I know probably it might be hard for some people to really cope up with such kind of an organization because we are in a generation that people are really choose when it comes to matters to their concern, and some people might not want mental health. So to add up on that and the question that will come in between, I will really like to after you knowing or your organization as an organization sat down and identified that this channel that the youths out there are now starting to say that this organization maybe they won't be able to cope up with it. what is some kinds of some things that you guys have really come up with so that you can break that monotony and make the youth engage together? Because I believe we have a lot of energy in Mombasa and people really need to just join forces, and I believe this organization might shoot to something else. So the founder, what can you say about that? You guys can also be coming up with those plans, so you can just try and influence the youths, try and bring that energy aboard, so you guys can just keep propelling too as well.
Okay, so as we there are many organizations, right? So Serenity also we want to be making a way bringing up something that will engage with you. And one of the way there are some games that we are including that we engage them. Apart from talking, sometimes talking is tiresome. Like
Yeah.
some okay, into the machines and all that, but then engage them. So through games that we enable them to reactivate their mind, like Jenga, like those cards, like what are the moments that you're going, like you experience maybe the most challenges, like
Apart from that,
Yeah, sure.
the best way that you can reach out to everyone at this time, at this stage, is through social media. And our main program has been having live webinars. And so far, we have had over 100 plus people. And I'd say majority are youth that have been engaging and speaking up. Actually, today we have the webinar, and among us, the speaker that's going to speak was once our audience. So we can measure the impact through how we have connected, how we have engaged with them, to enable them to develop that passion about mental health and to also understand mental health at a broader scale. So we'll say that's one of our successful programs so far.
So that webinar, do you guys have it every Thursday, or you have specific days that you guys have it twice a week or once a week?
We have it every Thursday from 7 to 8 p.m.
From 7 to 8 p.m. Different topics.
Of course, different topics on regards to mental health, that is, and we have Q&A, we have speakers on board, it's very interactive. You should join today.
and by
Thank
the
you.
way, we are open. Any speaker who is willing to volunteer and say something to our live webinars, yeah.
Thank you. So, Abdurrahman, to you, this question I might pose it to you. So, as the Secretary General, obviously you usually you guys team up to plan on programs, to plan on projects. What kind of a project are you guys are working on right now?
Okay, at this point, we have various programs that we want to implement, yeah?
Yeah,
One
sure.
of which we have started implementing, which is a school program, visiting a school and talking about mental health and how it affects the students, actually. So also at the same time, we are open to partnering with organizations to create a safe space for more people so as to reach a wider audience in creating an impact in our community and breaking the stigma of mental illnesses that we have in our community. Also rolling it out, we have an upcoming project. I don't want to speak much about it here, but it's a podcast that we are willing to launch. We are still on the planning, yeah, it's still on the planning, so very soon we'll launch it out and we'll be able to also reach a more wider audience with the same. And without forgetting, we are cooking a project. So we are cooking a project that will be launched on the course of August. Yeah, it's a very big project that we will be able to reach more people in a good way to make a greater impact, not only about Mombasa, but at the coast region at large. Because at this point, we are not able to move far beyond the coast region because of manpower. Say, you have lack of volunteers, you have lack of resources. Yeah, you understand? An organization that is growing, you have financial sustainability problems at a point, so we can't be able to reach a wider audience. But then that project will enable us to reach the people of coast region far north from Lamu to Kwale County.
You guys, I wish you the best as you set sail for the launch on August come this year, 2025. So again, you guys have made a step, or in one way or another, you guys have made a step So, what kind of something or what event really was a success that you guys can share to the audience and maybe make them feel like, okay, this organization, it might have been an organization that has just started up, but these guys are working because, after all, any achievement is usually recommended to be celebrated, no matter large or how small it is as well. So, what kind of a successful initiative that you guys did to an extent that you guys can really mark that thing and will never forget it in your organization?
Okay, to speak about the same, we have had remarkable events and programs that we will always remember as a team, as a group, as an organization. Yeah, you know, starting an organization isn't an easy thing that you can just go about. Yeah, and the one of it has already been said. Our life webinar has been a very successful project that we have had because first when we started, we had only around 10 participants, I could say. But at this point, we have more than 100 joining our live webinar, which is a success to us as a team and as an organization. At the same time, it was a problem for us reaching schools and requesting for mentorships. But Alhamdulillah, yeah, by the will of Allah and by the grace of Allah, last week on Friday, we got the chance to meet with the Vita Secondary School and have our program there with the Form 3s and the Form 4s. Yeah, and to be honest, it was a very successful program. We got the students to open up well, to share their experiences about what they are facing in school,
Yeah, sure.
and be able to help them cope with the different challenges that they're facing in school. In the same scenario, we also got a chance, yeah, to talk to the guidance and counseling officer at Vitaboy, and probably they're willing to offer another session for us. We go and talk to the teachers. You know, right now, yeah, nowadays we have toxic workplace. So we want to go and sensitize them about how to be able to work best and cope up with the challenges in the toxic workplace that they have in school with the teachers, the students, the principal, and the different scenarios that we have back in Mombasa. And also at the same time, I think I could talk about we as a team, also one program that we can say that we have achieved. We had one of us who came into our organization with having a mental health problems.
Oh.
And at this point right now, we are able to help him cope up with the situation, and he's at a point where he can freely cope up with the daily life challenges and also be well versed on how to like combat the mental health challenges that he is facing. And mind you, remember that is a man. You know, we men have a problem, we have a stigma where men cannot open up about their problems. So now imagine us getting a point where we can have a man to talk to and help him cope up with the different challenges that he will be facing. Yeah.
So, talking about this organization, it seems like you guys have really moved, even if it's a miles. You guys are really working tirelessly when it comes to. You guys said you visited Investa School, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, on the school part, like in Mombasa, or maybe let me say, like you've just said, you guys are not dealing with Mombasa only.
Yeah.
You guys are all rounded when it comes to the coastal region.
Yeah.
So, you guys, how can schools and communities work together to support the mental health of the young people in Mombasa County?
I would say that schools and communities will work together by having these workshops, these programs, these sessions that are engaging and that are open-minded, that are free from the stigma. Showing up to these workshops and sessions is enough to say that these people are willing to change, to bring a change into this. So this is how we can work together. Imagine having workshops and sessions engaging the community and the youth together, people sitting and talking about how life is, how life makes them go. So that is one thing that I would really love to see and really love SOS to implement. Yeah.
How about you, the co-founder? What can you say about
Okay,
that?
on the school part, I think the schools should keep a session maybe every Thursday from like 1 hour and let the students speak up. Because as a student, like personally experience family issues and all that can affect your academics. And the teachers sometimes wonder like, why are you not performing well in school? Mental health challenges coming. So I think they can add their curriculums in school.
Yes, what about you, Abdurrahman?
At the same time, I think we should, my co-founder has spoken, we need to have events where we connect youth and the community at large.
Yeah,
Right
sure.
now, people are having a problem balancing a personal life, a professional life, yeah, a social life.
Yeah.
Understand? So we need to have these sessions that will be ongoing every now and then, and initiatives that will be ongoing to help people come together as one at one point and be able to speak about this problem and be able to be helped out on how to cope with these different challenges and maintain a healthy way of mental well-being. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Systematically, I would like to wrap up, and before I do that, I would like to pose one question that you guys will get to answer, each one of you, and that is a question that we're going to finalize this in this chit chat interview today here with you guys. Join with me. So, what advice will you give to people who are really struggling with mental health in Mombasa County and over the coastal region? If I may start from my far right.
Okay, so one thing that whenever you're facing challenges, remember that you are not alone in this. People face storms out there. And just because maybe you lose the battle, it doesn't mean that you have lost the whole war. So keep fighting. You are strong. And when you feel like things are overwhelming, feel the pain. Let's not escape the reality that sometimes life hits us. So, yes, and also can say speak up. Just by speaking up, it is a sign of strength, not a weakness.
Yes, our SG.
Okay, what I could say, in a day-to-day activities, we're in a position where we are not self-caring to ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So you need to prioritize self-care at the topest notch of the level.
Very
Yeah,
true.
because when classically you are working, yeah, you are going this end to this end to make ends meet, but then at the end of the game, you're working to prove like, okay, I can sustain my family, but how about you sustain yourself first and then you sustain others? Remember, you cannot give what you don't have. You need to have that love first before you give it to someone else. You need to have that care first before you give it to someone else. So prioritize self-care. Self-care should be something that should be top notch. Even to the men out there. I'm speaking this as a man, to all the men out there and to all my brothers and sisters, prioritize self-care. Yeah, self-care is a very important aspect in your life to enable you to be having a good mental health and a good mental well-being. Yeah.
Thank you.
From my view, what I would advise is let's get rid of the unhealthy beliefs that we have. Unhealthy beliefs about ourselves. It's either we demean ourselves or we let the environment demean us. So that's number one. Let's get rid of those unhealthy beliefs that we have about ourselves, about the world. When I say about the world, we tend to believe that if we do good, we have to receive good. We have to get some sort of reward. Please write at your labs. But then you need to be able to give good and expect nothing in return. Just to be able to do good for your own, like for your own way. Another unhealthy belief is what we have about others. We either feel that others are above us or others are below us or they're on top of us. So we need to be able to know that you are your own person and the only person you have to compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. So that's my advice.
Thank you so much, SOS, for responding to the call of More TV 245. Guys, that's all that we have had for you today. Thank you. You've been a very good listener and a very good viewer as well. And I would like to wrap up this interview and I would like to say that this is not just the end. In Chit Chat interview, we're going to giving you every single detail with different organizations that will be joined with us right here. At the same time, every afternoon that we're going to plan on the schedules and the posters that are going to be sending to you on the social spaces. Keep watching us on YouTube at More TV 245. This is not only the beginning, but we are yet to give you the best taste of your own self-preferences. I have been your very, very own host, Mohammed Saha. Let's meet again next time.